so just got back probably about, I would say, like 20 to 25, maybe 30 minutes ago from the gym tonight. We did have a gym workout tonight. That is not the only thing I did today, as you guys know. We did do a gym workout tonight. Me and my dad did. We actually added an exercise. We did a back and shoulders workout today. We added an exercise, which was we did the ropes thing. So sometimes if you go to the gym, if you have ever been to a gym, you might notice that there are like ropes attached to the wall, and you swing them and you see how long you can swing them. We made it for 30 seconds each, every single time, 3 times. We tried it out 3 times. We each made it 30 seconds. But we'll get more into that when I get to that section. But we also, as you guys probably realized, I did not have cross country, which also probably gives you a clue. We did do our full 5K today, 3.1 miles, and then we went through our gym workout. Just a fair warning, it may be a little, my watch maybe have some difficulties. It did die earlier today, so I'm like, it's just barely holding on by a thread. I think it has like 7% left the last time I checked it or something. So if my watch turns off and it takes a little bit longer to get it up and running with the stats and stuff, I apologize for that. But yeah, so that's basically all I have to say for that. So we will talk about both the run and the gym workout today, but let's jump straight into the run, and then I will talk about the gym workout for you guys after I talk about the run with you guys, since the run happened first, and the run is the more important piece of the video. It's both important, both workouts were important, but I feel that the run is more important than the lifting. So let's get to the running first. So let's start off with like the pre-run stats, like discussion. So I would say today's run, I'll start off with how my legs felt. My legs felt pretty good today, considering that yesterday was a really hard effort because I had 2 practices, plus I ran in the morning. That's a triple, so I don't think I've ever had a triple before. I don't think I've ever done a triple before. That's a lot of mileage, and again, something I've never done before it was new to me. Again, a lot of that triple mileage was slow, it was steady. Some of it was fast, but the morning run was completely as slow as you could possibly get it. And then at Girdle we toned it back a little bit too, since I did a lot at Stony Brook. But again, Girdle and Stony Brook were the hard things. But yesterday's run was easy, but still doing a triple and having my legs feel as good as they did, that was pretty good for me. But I knew that I had to make sure I rested up my legs today. I knew that I had to make sure I ran slower, and that's exactly what I did. We didn't run super slow. I mean, we still ran like 7:48. So we didn't actually exactly run super slow. I find that when you gradually move into the run, when you gradually just let your body do what it does naturally and just move into the run and get more comfortable with it, if you start off slower, you actually end up going faster. If you start off faster, you actually end up going slower. Now, I only recommend that for training runs. I would not recommend for a race going off it. Say you run, I don't know, say you run 7-minute pace. I would not suggest going off at a 10-minute pace and then trying to drop down to a 7-minute pace. I would suggest for a race, a guy would go out at like a 7:30 pace maybe and drop down to a 7-minute pace. But on your training runs, you actually will end up running faster in the later miles, especially if you're doing a long run. This trick works. If you're trying to do a long run, you actually get faster in the later miles as your body warms up to it. If you run slower, like almost a minute per mile slower than your regular pace, and your body will naturally speed up as the miles go on, opposed to starting off really quickly and your body naturally wants to slow down because the lactic acid kicks in quicker. So that's a tip. But overall my legs felt good despite of how much I did yesterday, a triple. So my breathing felt good today. Again, when the legs typically feel good, the breathing typically feels good. We ran not slow, but again, I warmed up to it. I ran slower at the beginning, so I was able to get my breathing down more. So my breathing did go good. I didn't really have any problem with my breathing. It actually felt much more comfortable than other days. I think, 1, because that's how I ran slower and warmed up to it, and 2, you just had one of those lucky days. I had one of those days where I was feeling really good. I think it was because I kept it a little bit slower today as like an easy run training pace, opposed to like one of those like half easy run, half like hard running pace. Not hard running, but like harder running. So I think keeping it easier also helped my breathing. So overall, my breathing felt good. But What else is there? I don't even know. Oh, my stomach. My stomach felt good. I had 0 problems today. Didn't think I was gonna have any problems. Bathroom went fine. I didn't have any problems with I didn't have any problems with my stomach or the bathroom today. I felt completely normal, and my stomach felt really nice, so that was nice. And yeah, that's probably really all I have to say for that. If I do think of anything else, I will tell you guys. Oh, and from what I thought about, I didn't really think about anything. Me and my dad pretty much talked the whole time, so that's what I thought about. But yeah, so other than that, that's probably all I have to say for those 4 categories. If I have anything else, I will tell you guys. But other than that, that's probably all I have to say for that. And let's jump straight into the stats of this run. Sorry, I clicked on the calories, not the stats. Alright, well, I skipped the stats, actually. Alright, so I'm loading the run right now. And this is just the run. I don't have any stats for the workout. But for today's run, today at 5:49 a.m. we started the run. So again, early morning runs. On a side note, one of my cross-country coaches, there are 2 women who go by in reflective vests every single morning. And one of my cross-country coaches is actually one of those 2 women, which I never knew until yesterday when she told me. I still have to make a recap from yesterday's video, I think. I will try to make that for you guys, but that we'll talk about more about this. But there are 2 women who always walk by in like reflective vests at like 5:30 in the morning before school, and she was one of them, and I never knew that. So that's just like a side note. But obviously today at 5:49 a.m. early morning run, later than normal, but still really early. It's funny when 5:50 in the morning is later than normal. Distance is full distance was 3.14 miles. Full time was 24:29.2. So again, not super fast, but not super slow either. The pace was 7:48. I consider that a pretty good pace. That's solid considering that we started off pretty slow at the beginning, and then sped up. I burned 188 calories. That's pretty average for me, between like 180 and 190 normally. Sometimes it'll drop onto the 170s. That's if like it's super low. But yeah, so overall the calories are pretty good. Average heart rate was 153. Maximum heart rate was 172. I am really actually happy with both of those. I'm more happy with the average heart rate of 153. Maximum heart rate 172. That's pretty average for the maximum heart rate. But the average heart rate of 153, again, warming up into that run definitely makes a difference, and you can tell when my heart rate is at 160 even, that's when I go off really quick. When my average heart rate is 153, and I didn't start my watch early for this at all, it goes off pretty easily. And the max heart rate was 172, and that probably only happened at the beginning and then the end of the run, and maybe some other points during the run. But again, those are pretty low. So again, another thing, if you start off slower, you'll actually end up going faster, and it'll feel easier. Cadence was 193, so again, that's pretty average for me. That's even a little bit over than what I've been getting. I've been typically getting like the 190s to 189s to like 192s, I would say. So 193 is really good. Not really good, but like pretty average. Ascent and descent, or incline and decline. Incline was 534 feet. Decline was 508 feet. Again, do never listen to my watch about those incline and decline. They are always wrong. I don't understand how my watch gets them so wrong. I don't understand how they are so inaccurate, but just don't listen to them. So now for the lap or mile splits. Lap or mile 1 was 801.78. So again, you can tell that lap is slower, but then lap or mile 2 was 743.08. So you can definitely tell that one sped up. And then lap or mile 3 got even faster with a 737.91. And then that last 0.14 was 1 minute with 106.43. So again, as you guys see, that's starting off slower and getting faster mentality. Those splits show that. It shows that if you start off a little bit slower and you get faster as the run goes on, I think that trick, especially if you're doing long training runs, or even anything over, I would say, like 2 miles. If you're doing a 5K or more, I would say, even if you're doing a regular training run, if you want to speed the pace up by a quarter mile, half mile, whatever, it makes it feel easier. And if you start off slower, your body will naturally warm up to it, and it will naturally go faster. I just read you guys off the splits. I went from 801 to 743 to 737. I dropped almost 25 seconds in those 3 miles just by going slower in the first 2, so that way my body could warm up to it in the 3rd mile. And that third mile didn't feel any harder than the other two, but it was faster because my body was more accustomed to the paces and it was easier to run them. So again, that trick works, and I tell you guys, if you guys want to try it out, I think it will definitely work. And again, those stats prove it. Your stats may not prove it all the time, but I think it will feel easier, and you guys will see the results eventually, and you will see the benefits of doing this trick during your training runs. Races, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but training runs, I would recommend it. Again, certain training runs, I wouldn't do it for, like, if you're doing like a half mile, rep, I wouldn't suggest going off slower and then increasing. I would just suggest starting off faster and then increasing even more. But yeah, for training runs and anything that you feel it's good for, I think it can be good and be much benefit. So that's probably going to do it for the run, and now let's go on to the gym workout. So for the gym workout, again, this recap's going to be pretty short for the gym workout. It wasn't that much. I didn't really do that much of the gym workout. It was hard, I can tell you that right now. We did about, I would say, 9 to 10 exercises. I would say 8 to 10 exercises. I can't really pinpoint the exact amount. Again, we added the ropes today. Those were difficult. And then we also do like pull-ups. And then we do some stuff for the chest, and then we do some stuff for the shoulders and the back. But other than that, I would say the gym workout went pretty good. I felt pretty good. Again, exercises are hard, but again, the gym workout I think is definitely going to help us when it comes to cross country season, the latter stages, especially when I gotta go race at nationals. If and when I make it there, if I do make it there. But yeah, so I think it'll definitely help me in the later stages of my cross country season. But yeah, so other than that, I really did enjoy the gym workout for today, and I think it went good. Yeah, so that's probably going to wrap it up for the gym workout, and that's probably going to do it up for today's video. Yeah, guys, so that's probably going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys want to go check out me and my dad's Strava run down in the description below, I will link me and his Strava run down in the description below. Go check it out. That has full stats, more accurate stats on Strava too, so you can go check that out. If you guys want to go check out the most recent episodes and all the episodes of the MRSR UNCUT series, you can go check the links down in the description below. I will post the most recent episode, and I will also post all the episodes, or you can go to my channel, Mike Roberts Shooter Runs. You can hit the playlist button. There will be I think it's the first or second playlist on the list. It'll say MRSR UNCUT series. Every video in there is every video I've ever posted for the MRSR UNCUT series, and they're only found in there. I don't post them in any other playlist. The MRSR UNCUT series videos are only in that playlist. You have to go to that playlist to find them. I will also link that playlist down in the description below if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. More than that, but yeah, so that's probably all I have to say for that. If you guys want to send me a comment, I do have an email address down in the description below, mrsrchannelcomments11@gmail.com. I also have a tutorial video down there if you're wondering how I like my comments, or how to send me a comment. I have a tutorial video down there and an email address. Hit the links and you can find out more about that. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, again, I say this all the time in these videos, I do post a lot of stuff about my daily life. I'm going to start posting more about my runs for you guys in case I can't get these videos up. I am going to start posting more about just everything that I have that day, all my workouts and stuff. Not a ton about them, but just a few pictures or maybe something like that. Maybe link my Strava runs in case you guys, I don't get a video up for you guys that day. You guys can see what my photos and stuff look like. But other than that, yeah, that's probably really going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have fun, always run, never give up on your dreams. Know that hard work always pays off eventually, even if not right away. Never, ever, ever give up, and peace out, guys. See you tomorrow.